Woods banquet. I want to read the event story now. Start dialogue. Chapter 1. The banquet begins. After leaving that dangerous underground tunnel behind, I kept a close eye on the Unio family in secret, yet learning next to nothing. Then Officer Joe's visit broke the brief calm at the detective agency, bringing an unexpected piece of good news unrelated to the case. His distant cousin Carlos was to marry Isabella. Mr. Inference was to marry Isabella, Mr. Inference. So she's gonna marry Mercury? No, not Mercury. Miss Mercenary. And Officer Joes decided to head to Libro to pick out a surprise for the wedding while I was planning to stay behind and help Isabella prepare the venue. But before setting out, I received a most curious invitation. No stamp, no sender, only my name and a blank invitation to a wedding in Stillwood. By a strange coincidence, Stillwood was also the wedding location of Isabella. The local Vignot family had turned the town into a famous wedding destination by trading an old legend. They really capitalized on that old legend. And it was a tragedy. It was like Romeo and Juliet. When I learned that the area around Stillwood was under strict watch, with all travellers and letters being inspected during the hunt for an escaped fugitive, I decided not to leave anything to chance. I set off for Stillwood alone ahead of Isabella, intending to return that mysterious invitation in person. The sunlight spilled over everything, and the breeze carried the scent of flowers and damp earth. My steps grew lighter with my mood. Perfect! Right on time! Now I need to find someone from the Vignot family. I wonder who it is. I wonder which character. People moved busily through the town, decorating the venue with quick, practiced hands. You could tell they had done this many times before. I wonder if I can pick up a few tricks while I'm here. I did promise Isabella. She wants Carlos completely floored, preferably weeping with joy. Mr. Inference and Officer Joes are so busy keeping their surprise a secret. They have no idea Isabella has one of her own. This is going to be a wedding no one forgets. Maybe the wedding invitations, the mysterious ones that she received, maybe it was a surprise from the other guys. As the thought crossed my mind, a figure stepped out from the sentry booth by the road and calmly blocked my way. Excuse me? Hello? What is it? Oh my god, it's Curist. Get out of my way. He looks like a survivor. Okay. Routine inspection. His voice is not deep, but he's got flowers. We are tracking an escaped fugitive, so everyone entering or leaving Stillwood must be registered. His tone was crisp and formal, as sharp and spotless as the uniform he wore. There wasn't even a speck of dust on his buttons. Okay, let's analyze it. A flower wreath is tied to the wrist, matching the decorations seen throughout the town. He may have attended one of the weddings. No one's going to invite that. A standard police uniform with a polished metal badge pinned neatly to the chest. Here are my papers. Please don't send me out, man. I just got here. My name is Truth. That's a terrible name. I'm sorry. I thought that was her last name, like Emma Truth. I'm from out of town, helping a friend prepare for her wedding. A wedding? He gave me a measured look, and for a moment I caught something unreadable in his eyes. You're registered. Welcome to Stillwood. Thank you, if I may ask. Is this fugitive dangerous? That information is confidential, but rest assured, no suspicious individuals have been spotted near Stillwood so far. Excuse me, what about the fugitive? He paused. I think Curist is the suspicious individual, as if he meant to say something more, but in the end, he simply closed the register. Still, if anything unusual happens while you're preparing for the wedding, come find me at the station in the town centre. Oh yeah, he's a police officer, and he's got the badge. His voice was stiff, but the words carried a hint of concern. A kind officer. Curists are not kind. Despite appearances, no. I thanked him and went on. Yes, he'll keep you there, and you'll never finish your cipher rush. Hello, Enchantress, you're so cute. She kind of reminds me of like a blue flower because her dress is going outwards like a flower, yeah. Good morning and welcome. This is Stillwood, a town where vows and happiness are passed from hand to hand. Oh, I love the flowers in her hair. Have you come to witness a new vow? To breathe the mist of legends of the wood, or to dance until your feet can carry you no more? The legend of the red shoes, and that's in gardener's skin. I think you've mistaken me for someone else. I'm looking for someone from the Vignut family. I need to return the misdelivered wedding invitation. And you are? Me? A fortune teller and a berry seller when the mood strikes me. Picked fresh this morning. Care for a few, stranger? Her tone was warm, and I found myself admiring the simple friendliness of Stillwood. It's because they make all their money off of tourists. They don't actually like you. Sorry. Okay, the simple friendliness of Stillwood as I returned the greetings and looked her over with quiet curiosity. Okay, let's inspect her. The head, fresh berries and flowers are woven into the hair, still dotted with a few beads of water as if they were just picked. A coarse linen skirt with fine stitching. I love the embroidery. Faint berry stains mark the edge. I didn't think those were stains, I thought it was embroidery. Pity, you came here a step too late. They've likely got neither the time nor stomach to receive you now. What do you mean the stomach? I understand everyone's busy before a wedding. Oh, okay. I only wanted to remind them in case they've overlooked an important guest. She cast me a glance. Oh, yeah. Her eyes oddly unreadable. I can't read any of their eyes. They're all buttons. Okay, stop it. The warmth she greeted me with began to cool, and a chill of foreboding crept over me. You're too late. The wedding ended yesterday. No, it didn't, Enchantress. Even though you're called Berry's signpost now, stop. These names are like, you know, when the Gen Z millennials start naming their children like Fox, Wolf, Berry, Signpost, and Truth. You're too late. The wedding ended yesterday. The investigation, though, has only just begun. Who died? But the date on the invitation is clearly... Investigation? What investigation? You know what? I'm dressed perfectly. Last night, the bride and groom vanished. After the wedding, once more, again. The Vignuts and Casters searched half the night, and who knows what came of it. Excuse me, if all the couples are going missing, if I was the family of that person, I'd never let them have their wedding there. It's just not responsible. For a moment, I thought I'd misheard. The wedding was over. The newlyweds missing again. It sounded disturbingly close to the old legend of Stillwood. Vanished? Where are the Vignuts now? Are they still searching? Oh, they changed her expression. Who can say? Though some people just came back from the woods, I thought they just came back from eating because you said their stomachs were full. The group that went looking, you could ask them. Following the direction she pointed up, I saw a tall woman approaching along the woodland path in the distance. Though I doubt they're in a mood for visitors, word is the casters are already fighting with them. If you go now, yeah, you'll get caught in the crossfire. Every moment matters when someone's missing, I agree. I won't get in the way. I just need to confirm a few things. I may even be able to help, with that whole detective costume on. You seem more worried about the bride and groom than most. Then go, miss. Go on. Oh, she's so cute, she's smiling. Welcome to Stillwood's dance floor. Let's dance together until we drop. No thank you, that's scary. She began humming a tune. Her steps so long. Why has she broken into dance? Like, you know those movies, like the musicals, they just suddenly break into dance, just like, oh, yes, they're missing, let's dance. She began humming a tune. Her steps so light they seemed to part of the dance, and in a blink of an eye, she vanished into the crowd. What the hell, Enchantress? Oh, hello, Queen Blee. The woman ahead walked with calm efficiency, back straight as a blade. 2 or 3 others followed behind her. Why have you got a hive? Heads lowered, looking exhausted and dejected. Okay, let's observe her. The flower and leaves. Everyone has a flower and leaves. We don't need to look at this. Oh, the flower and leaves in the wreath have begun to wilt. And on her cuff, the garment is finely tailored, but the cuff is still damp, as if he has just returned from somewhere wet. Why have you been, in the puddles? I thought you were supposed to be looking for someone. The Vignot estate is not receiving visitors today. Who are you? Hello, my name is Truth. A stupid name. I am a detective. I'm arriving with a wedding invitation that was sent to me by mistake, only to learn that... Invitation? What invitation? Melly, why are you so mean? A blank invitation. No signature, no address. Not even the names of the couple. I handed it to her. She looked it over. Her brows drew together, as if she was standing on staring at an unexpected headache. This wasn't sent by us. And the wedding date is wrong. I considered that. Someone may have lured me here on purpose, while making sure I'd arrive one day too late. Lady Truth, you got bamboozled. I watched the woman across from me. She showed little reaction, though one of the attendants behind her exchanged an uneasy glance. You say you're a detective? Where have you come from? And how much have you heard so far? Why is she so mean? I gave her a brief account of what little I knew, which, truth be told, was not much. You may call me the florist. I am but a humble gardener. I make no decisions here, but I do have 2 servants. Come with me. I'll take you to the young lady who does. Ooh, I wonder who it is. The Vignot estate was larger than I'd imagined. For a family that had built its name on a mill that and long held sway in the area, the parlour was surprisingly refined. Seasonal flowers filled the vases on a long table, their petals still jewelled with droplets of water, so it's fresh. It's because they're rich. The air was rich with the clean fragrance of greenery. The woman summoned by the florist was finely dressed and carried herself with quiet authority when the florist addressed her as the mayor. I confess I was surprised. What, you don't want little women leaving? I'm joking. Power Mayor. Madame Mayor introduced herself and explained that, owning the Vignot family standing in town, she was temporarily overseeing Stillwalds affairs. Okay, so she's looking... Oh, it's Pharaoh Lady. She looks so cool here. Okay, her hat is a heart. Head, the lace headdress with intricate embroidery, clearly not something mass-produced, and it's a heart. Valentine's Day Pharaoh. Chest, a richly coloured gemstone ornament hangs below the collarbone, and it's another heart. She kind of reminds me of, the pomegranate and Persephone. She reminds me of Persephone and heart-shaped pomegranates. The skirt is closely fitted, as if a dress had been altered and drawn in. Well, it has been altered and drawn in. Dance with the Wind. What are with these names? We never changed the wedding date. It was set for 3 months ago, yesterday. The Castor family shouldn't have mistaken it either. Yeah, someone's tricked you. And yet they somehow ended up with a blank invitation from us. We have no record of sending that invitation. Perhaps it's another Castor trick meant to pressure us in light of what happened last night. Only someone who knew a crime was coming would invite an unrelated detective in advance. A crime? Bro, you're a detective, you know this. Of course, a carefully plotted crime, long in the making. We found the Castor's missing groom deep in the forest. That's what the Castor family claims, but even in a groom's suit, even of similar build, it was just a headless corpse. Oh, so what we're questioning is the identity of the body. Can we do a DNA test? Joking, they don't have it back in IDV times. Without a head, who can say it's Burnell Castor? On the word of the Castor family alone. Yeah, that's true. She was cut off by the doors slamming open. Yeah, because it will slander her family because they own the wedding venue. There you are again, spreading lies. The young lady is receiving guests. How did you let an outsider barge in? Though she claimed she was no one important, her reaction was one far too decisive for an ordinary florist. Yeah, maybe Queen Bee's the actual mayor, and then Pharaoh Lady's like her servant, and they're kind of tricking us or something. Well, you never know. Judging by the attendants' reactions, she held far more authority as well. That's what I'm thinking. It doesn't make sense. Why have you got two people on your back? If I hadn't come, how else would I have caught you making baseless accusations in here? It is Master Bernal. That's his suit, his build, his... Oh, Weepy, what's wrong with you? Okay, shoulder. Fine fabric with clean structured lines and a subtle sheen without a crease. Yeah, you're too well put together for you to be worried about your young master. A lily-shaped pin is fastened on the left side, echoing the decoration on the hat. Yeah, matching. You're not disheveled enough. A casually folded letter is tucked into the pocket. He was visibly shaken. Okay, never mind. It seems the groom's household, the casters, saw this accident very differently indeed. We need both sides. Dance with the wind. That's a grave accusation. Greta is missing too. Do you think we don't want to know where she is? And while we're receiving a guest, you burst in here shouting. Are you trying to clear the caster name or put on a spectacle for everyone else? Wow, she's really going for him. I was only carried away. My apologies, detective. You see now what sort of attitude the caster family has. I think Pharaoh Lady's kind of stuck up here. I'm sorry. I feel bad for Weepy. Like, can we just listen to both of them? The young man who had just burst in was flushed red, lips trembling, as if 100 words were jammed in his throat. After a long pause, he forced out a reply. Yeah, I think both of them are upset. I didn't come to quarrel. I believe the body in the river is Master Bernal. In that case, the missing Greta is the suspicious one. Oh, he suspects her. And I'm sorry, miss, I acted rashly and interrupted your conversation. It's all right. I've heard what you said earlier. Are you a member of the Caster family? Thank you. I'm Master Bernal's closest attendant. I've been by his side since childhood. I thought you'd say Master Natalie. Then you must know more than most about his daily life. Could you tell me? Lady Truth, you're a guest. You ought not be dragged into these disputes. But she's a detective. Okay. But from the look in your eyes, I doubt you intend to leave. Since I'm here, I'd like to help if I can. Besides, I want to know who sent me that invitation. Morbid curiosity, Lady Truth. And a friend of mine is due to hold her wedding here as well. It's something she long dreamed of. I don't want to tell her this. I don't think she wants to have her wedding where there's literally just been a horrific murder and a headless corpse right outside the venue the next day. I don't think she wants to. I promised I'd help her prepare the venue. Once again, I don't think she'd want to have her wedding at this venue if she knew what happened. Making sure it's safe is part of that. I don't think it's safe. I'm sorry, I'd just leave. I'd be like, no, postpone it. Yesterday was only an accident. Once it's resolved, it won't affect anyone else's wedding. Are you going to tell them? Because I think they're going to cancel. Lady Truth, you may trust Stillwood's good reputation. I don't think it has a good reputation. For years now, those who are wed here have left with nothing but beautiful memories, except for the last one who died. Even moments after worrying over the missing bride, she still made a point of defending the town's name. I hope so too. So may I speak with some of the wedding guests and get a sense of what happened? Yes, please. Oh, she's angry. Angry Pharaoh. Most people from both families are in the forest just now. Greta only recently went missing, and we're seeing whether she can still be found, or whether clues can be found. Wow, look at that face. She looks like an angry cat meme. Angry black cat meme, okay? She's so angry. Perhaps you might come back later, Lady Truth. When you do, we'll hide nothing from you. I don't believe you. Her gaze flicked meaningfully towards the attendant standing nearby. Oh no, not Queen Bee. Oh, banquet begin. these names. Oh, only the guilty fear detectives, and that would hardly be us. As for Master Burland, I won't let this end here. He gave me a polite nod and turned sharply to leave. I believe Weepy here, because why do you not want to be investigated? In that case, thank you for your hospitality, Madame Mayor. She's scared for her reputation, though. I will look around town for a while myself and look for clues, because we are Lady Truth. You're welcome here anytime. I don't believe you. You had that angry look on your face, Farah. I had barely gone a few steps from the estate when I spotted the same attendant. He was sitting on the roadside steps, elbows on his knees, head bowed. Oh, sad Weepy. At the sound of the footsteps, he looked up sharply, and I saw his reddened eyes. It's you, the detective. Are you all right? I'm fine. I just had things on my mind. You really will investigate, won't you? I keep my word. Then, thank you. I don't know who brought us here, but if you want to know about Master Bernal, come to me anytime. Oh, he doesn't know who brought us here. I don't know either. We need to find out about the letter, who killed Master Bernal, and where the girl is, and the mystery behind all these wedding deaths. And maybe cancel the wedding here. Okay, I received a blank wedding invitation. That wasn't sent by your side? Oh, okay. As far as I know, most of the invitations were sent out by the Vignots. We only invited people close to the family, and certainly not a detective. Yeah, but I don't think the Vignots would invite a detective because they don't want people to know about, like, slander the village or know anything, and I don't think they did, so who did? But now that you're here, thank goodness. I grew up with Master Bernal. No one knows him better than I do. He isn't the sort of man who just up and disappear and abandon his duties. He knows perfectly well he couldn't manage on his own. Master Bernal is utterly incapable of fending for himself, and he absolutely isn't the sort to suddenly attack someone, kidnap or kill anyone. Least of all, he drew a sharp breath, as if swallowing some of the sentence, then gave me a quick bow. Oh, he's hiding something. Anyway, please, I should go back to the riverside and see if anyone missed something there. With that, he hurried off, moving so fast as though one more second in place would have made him break down in tears. A very straightforward sort of person. I kept walking when a strange chill suddenly brushed the back of my neck. I turned instinctively, but there was no one there. Only leaves rustling in the wind, and someone watching you, Afi. That's the feeling of someone watching you. Exactly, Lady Truth is unimpressed. Am I imagining things? For a moment I could have sworn someone was staring hard at me. Something took wing from a distant branch. I only caught a flicker of a shadow. Probably a bird. A bird? Orpheus. I took a slow breath. A town fresh off a crime would naturally put me off edge. There was nothing strange in that. After leaving the Vignot estate, I paused by the roadside. Afternoon sunlight filtered through the branches, scattering shifting patches of light across the path, but my mood was far less bright than the weather. The two families, and the bride and groom, each clung to their own version of events, both eager to cast suspicion on one another. Have they considered someone else might have killed them and they're just running around like blindless, headless chickens? Every word from the mayor carried a subtle nudge. She wanted me to believe the groom's side was hiding something, and the attendant, the groom's confidant, was convinced it was all a Vignot plot. That last exchange told me a great deal. In their quarrel, both sides instinctively treated me, an outsider, as neutral, and each let more slip than they intended. But because I was an outsider, they would certainly have concealed whatever harmed their own position. Yeah, because they don't want to damage their reputation. If I want basic facts of the wedding day, I need someone with no direct stake in either family. Oh, we're going to ask around. Someone who had seen the whole affair but belonged to neither side. The decorations still left standing along the road came back to me. Flowers, ribbons, arches heavy with garlands. Of course, the officiant, aside from the two families, no one would know the wedding better than he would. Oh, we're going to QS. Though, if he learns I'm a detective looking into the case, he may hold something back. We gotta trick him. I walked slowly past the tailor's shop. In the display window were were gowns and flower crowns. That's why everyone's wearing flowers, is because they have a whole shop for it, whatever. In the display window were gowns and flower crowns in every style, clearly meant for wedding visitors. I stopped in front of the glass. To Stillwood, strange faces come every day for weddings. A curious bride-to-be asking the officiant about ceremony details and practical advice would seem to be more natural than a detective. Oh, she's gonna disguise herself. Wow. Oh, it's him. Oh, she's so pretty. Ah, hello, Lady Truth. Hello, I'm Truth. And you are you the one who officiates weddings here in Stillwood? The man trimming flowers turned to face me. Why is he trimming flowers? Face. That his beard is neatly trimmed and his expression is calm and composed. A brunette pin is pinned to his chest, its petals still fresh and open. It's because they have that damn flower shop. Everyone's wearing flowers. That's why all this BT skin flowers. A fitted suit jacket with visible wear around the cuffs. That's right, I officiate most of the weddings in town. But you've come at an unfortunate time. I'm not taking you bookings for the next few days. Days? There's been a bloody murder, come on. I think it should be at least some weeks. I did my best to look uneasy and curious. Like a bride-to-be whose confidence had been shaken by troubling rumours. Oh, that dress must have been expensive. I'm actually planning a wedding. My friend recommended Stillwood to me and said there's no better place to exchange vows. Wow, he's going into advertising mode. Of course it is. Stillwood has fresh air, beautiful scenery, and more importantly, it's a legend. The legend and the unique wedding ball here had lent every ceremony a kind of romance found nowhere else. But I heard something about last night. Everyone's talking, and no two stories match. To be honest, it makes me a little uneasy. I let the sentence trail off. People always feel compelled to fill the silence. Last night, the matter is still under investigation. As the officiant, I can't comment before anything is settled. But personally, I would urge you not to believe rumours without any proof. A textbook evasion. Perhaps he meant to protect the town's reputation. I noticed he'd stopped arranging the bouquet while he spoke. He's concentrating. He seemed deeply devoted to both his profession and this town of Stillwood. A principled man would not break his own rules without a very good reason. Perhaps I could persuade him that speaking up might protect the town better than silence. Oh, what's you gonna say? What the hell is this? Emotional guidance. Influence the target's emotional state to encourage them to reveal the truth. He's got trust 4, current progress of none. Thorns symbolize the barriers in another's heart longing to be cleared away. I don't think they long to be cleared away. I think they're there for a reason. To stop us from doing whatever we're doing. Okay, let's top them. Vows engraved. Don't worry, Stillwood has hosted hundreds of successful weddings. What happened last night was just an unfortunate accident. Show curiosity, express concern, or ask about the town. Expressing concern will put him on alarm, so I think we should show curiosity. I understand your curiosity, but that's no reason to break the rules, Lady Truth. Yes, it is. Please, invite to me. But what is your wish to know, Lady Truth? Though I doubt I know much more than you. He was willing to talk now, but if I wanted his own judgment or anything deeper, I might still need to guide him further. What's the best angle to take? I need him to talk naturally without feeling he's betraying his principles. Ask about the case, no. Ask about the wedding ceremony, or ask about the relationship between the two families. Don't ask about anything related to the case. Ask about the wedding ceremony because that's more natural. What the hell? Why are they blooming? What the hell? I thought the thorns were supposed to go away. He wasn't supposed to bloom. Okay. The ceremony. There was nothing unusual about it. From the vows to the exchange of rings, the bride and groom looked thoroughly sweet together. Just like Romeo and Juliet, and the two families hate each other, Montague and Caprio. Even the ball after the new info. Even the ball after the ceremony was livelier than any wedding I've ever officiated. Frankly, I found that surprising. Oh, something's off. Emotional guidance was unsuccessful. Please try again. Nuh-uh. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Express concern. Okay, I understand your concern, but this won't affect anyone else's wedding. With more than 10 years of experience as an officiant, I can promise you that. What is it that you wish to know, Lady Truth? Though I doubt I know much. Okay. So I got progress of 1. Ask about the relationship. Okay, I've got 2. Before the Vignettes sent out the invitation, no one knew the two families were so closely connected. The Vignettes are well rooted here, but outside this town, they have little name. The Castor family, on the other hand, is minor nobility at least, with their ties to Meliodas from the 7 deadly sins? Damn, I want to be... The Castor family is lit. Most of us had heard something of Master Bernal before. So when the invitations went out, I think everyone was surprised. Okay, so the Castor is a much bigger family outside, I think. Emotional guidance... What do you mean unsuccessful? Ask about the town. Oh! Okay, whatever. I did everything wrong. Already heard every version. The groom faked his death and ran. The bride plotted in secret. Every story grows more absurd than the last. If the rumors keep spreading like this, people who know nothing of the truth will start avoiding Stillwald altogether. For some reason, this matter had attracted more attention than expected. Yeah, because you're threatening the town. He sighed, though that long line didn't sound like a man who had truly had no idea why the case had drawn such attention. What is it that you wish to know, Lady Truth, while you become very compliant and malleable now? Though I doubt I know much more than you. He was willing to talk now, but if I wanted his own judgment, or anything deeper, I might still need to guide him further. Well, it's whatever options I didn't pick, eh? What's the best angle to take? I need him to talk naturally, without feeling he's betraying his principles. Ask about the case? I think it's ask about the case, because it's the only... Why is he looking so depressed and sad? I won't speculate on matters this still unsettled. I've made that clear. Unsuccessful. Stop. Okay. Town. There. Okay. And then... Wedding ceremony. Yes, that's 2 points. The ceremony? There was nothing unusual about it, from the vows to the exchange of rings. The bride and... I've already done this. Even the... Okay, the vines have disappeared. Surprised? Why? Yeah, why were you surprised at the ball being so big? The young magician, you are a hard, tough cookie to crack, but I've cracked you. That young master of the Castor family hasn't had the cleanest reputation. A philanderer, a rake. Stillwald is a small place. Even gardeners gossip while watering flowers. Oh, so Weepy was lying. Devious. And the wedding was arranged in rather a hurry. Before the marriage, the noble young master had only met Miss Greta a handful of times. Many guessed it was a marriage of convenience between two families, and because there was no love between them, some said they angered the Hydrads when they danced. Oh. Hydrads? I've only heard that legend linked to Stillwood. It's one reason my friend recommended this town. Could you tell me more? At the mention of it, his face lit up at once, clearly a story Stillwood took pride in. The legend of the Hydrads. Why, that is Stillwood's most important tale. If you're considering a wedding here, then yes, you ought to hear it. Yes, her fake wedding dress that probably cost her an arm and a leg. 100 years ago, Stillwood was only a forgotten little town on the edge of the woods. A young couple fell in love. The hunter's son and the miller's daughter, but a passing nobleman also set his sights on the girl. The noble pressured the millers to hand over his daughter. On a misty autumn night, the two young lovers met by the river in the forest for one last farewell, before goodbye. They say they meant to part there and surrender to fate, but under the moonlight, while dancing together, they changed their minds. Did they kill the count? The next morning, the villagers only found a tangle of dance steps by the riverbank. The two of them were gone. No bodies, no belongings, only those footprints, as though they had danced one final dance and then walked straight into the water. And they were never seen again. Never again. That is where the legend began. People came to believe they had become Hydrads, forever remaining in a realm of eternal happiness. Beneath the water they danced without end. And on a misty night, if lovers dance by the riverside, the Hydrads offer them their blessing. They bless those who truly love one another and make that love endure. But they devour the false-hearted and lead the betrayed away to their eternal kingdom. It's a beautiful story, but can a tale from a century ago really draw so many people to Stillwood for their wedding? Once it was just an old story. What truly caught the outside world attention was what happened 2 years ago. Back then, there was another couple in town whose families opposed their match. On the night before the wedding, on the night before one of them was to be engaged elsewhere, the pair vanished together. The last trace they left behind was a step of dance steps by the river and a spreading patch of water. Aww. When the news spread, it was quite a stir. The Vignot family seized the opportunity and packaged Stillwood into what it is today. He said packaged, with a certain edge, because they're like advertising it as like a tourist attraction, even though it's more like, where the hell did they go? Perhaps he didn't truly believe the legend himself, only supported it out of necessity to line his little magician pockets. In the past 2 years, have all the other couples who came here found happiness? Perhaps if it weren't affected somehow, why would so many people keep coming? Even he didn't sound convinced by that one. Then, in those 2 years, has nothing else happened in town? A few things have. It's not very safe, is it? Because people keep dying. And in each case, it later emerged that one party truly had malicious intent, so people believed all the more firmly that it was the Hydra's punishment. The unfaithful are punished, the sincere are blessed. Even those who don't quite believe are willing to come and see the spectacle for themselves. There was a trace of helplessness in his voice. I suspect he did not, at heart, wholly approve of using the legend to draw attention to Stillwood. But you need it to get your economy pumping, yeah? So what do the townsfolk think? We're locals and we hate the tourists. I think most prefer to believe it. Better than admit an ugly murder took place in their town. So you suspect murder too? It only makes sense. Perhaps, so it's basically just a murder village repackaged as a toast of love. Perhaps because the conversation had flowed so far already, he hesitated only briefly before going on. In the days before the wedding, I saw Burnell and Greta walking through the woods together more than once. They seemed perfectly at ease with one another. Their expressions at the wedding were sweet as well. To me, it seemed more likely that someone from their families opposed the match or held other designs. The Vignots may not be ordinary by our town standards. Everyone admires their skills with plants, but high society doesn't think much of such things. Since becoming mayor, the lady has worked tirelessly on the town's affairs and its public image. She hoped to raise the Vignot name that way, though for some reason they grew anxious not long ago. More meetings with outsiders, more talks of partnership. Anyone could see they were looking for a powerful backer. Something's going on with the Vignots and high society, yeah. So the Castor family was the patron they found. Yes, the Castors at least valued the Vignots' techniques. I heard Greta was to bring that knowledge with her when she married into the family and teach it there. But it wasn't to be a free gift. The Vignots' condition was that Greta be given a share of authority in the Castor household. Okay, so it's a trade, maybe. Yeah, they don't seem super in love, but they seem fine. My own guess is that their tension and troubles began there. You think the Castors may not have intended to honour that promise? Greta would always be an outsider to them, yeah, to high society. Better to keep her under control than divide power, but why would they murder their own young master? As soon as he said it, he seemed to catch himself. He lowered his eyes and began folding a ribbon at his side, as if he felt he had said too much. Of course, that's only my speculation. As an officiant, I witnessed ceremonies, nothing more. Just then, the sound of steady footsteps passed along the edge of the wedding grounds. It was the officer who had registered me at the entrance this morning. Cutest. Mr. Officiant? Officer, you've had no rest these last few days. Still investigating? The sooner the missing are found, the better their chances of being found alive. His gaze lingered on me for a moment. He seemed to recognize me, but said nothing of it. Yeah, what the hell is she doing? Isn't she a detective? Why is she getting married now? I'll leave it to you. Do be careful not to disturb anything at the scene. With that, he walked straight towards the flower stand in the distance. I noticed him open a booklet and stand there for some time, studying and comparing things in careful detail. They call him Field Patrol, our town's constable. Ever since that incident 2 years ago, he stayed here, and his patrols never once let up. I feel like he has some personal interest in the crime from 2 years ago. People in the town say he's rather rigid. He has always maintained, and said so openly, that the case 2 years ago was more than a legend. Oh, we need to talk to him. So now the other incident has happened, he's investigating it with particular diligence. The case from 2 years ago, yeah, we have to look there. I only hope you won't let your imagination run away with you. I want to make that bank of you. Please have your wedding here. Sorry. I only wanted to help you understand enough to feel at ease choosing Stillwood. No, thank you. I don't want to get married in the murder town. Oh my god. Everything the officiant said, I believed he said sincerely because he wanted that book. But sincerity is not the same as truth. Whatever the Castor family may or may not be hiding, another matter troubled me more. Miss Greta had still not been found. Yeah, where is she? Whatever happened last night, she was still missing now. And every day a missing girl remains unfound, the more dangerous her situation becomes. Oh, look, she's thinking so hard, and now she's smiling. Isabella and Carlos are to be married in Stillwood as well. We're still on that after all the murder stuff. Tell them not to get married here. Until this matter is resolved, I cannot ask them to come here in peace. For my friend's wedding, to go ahead without Emma, you're stuck on this. Stop. Tell them not to come. Find a better venue. And for the girl who may still be out there waiting for help, yeah, that's fine. Find the missing person. I drew a deep breath and quietly made up my mind. Even without a client this time, I will find the truth and find Miss Greta. In the distance, the forest looked quiet and harmless in the sunlight, but I knew that deep within the stillness lay a mystery that could not be left unsolved.